Two branches of science, anatomy and physiology, provide the foundation for understanding the body's parts and functions. Anatomy is the science of the body structures and the relationships among them. Physiology is the science of body functions, or how the body parts work. Because structure and function are so closely related, you will learn about the human body by studying its anatomy and physiology together. So anatomy is a study of structure. Anatomy describes how something is made up. For example, if I were to ask you to describe the anatomy of the blood vessel on this slide, I would be asking you to describe what it looks like. You might say that a blood vessel is a round, hollow structure, surrounded by endothelial cells, with small gaps or spaces between those adjoining cells. Physiology is the study of how those body structures function. So if you were to describe the physiology of the blood vessel on this slide, you could say that blood flows within the lumen or the hollow of this blood vessel, and that various substances, nutrients and waste products diffuse in and out of the vessel through the small spaces or the gaps between those endothelial cells. So anatomy is what something looks like, whereas physiology is how something works. Now, as I mentioned, you will learn about anatomy and physiology together because the structure of a part of the body often reflects its function. For example, the bones of the skull join tightly together to form a rigid case that protects the brain, whereas the bones of the fingers are more loosely joined to allow a wide variety of movement. The walls of the air sacs in the lungs are very thin. This permits the easy diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide into and out of the blood, whereas dura mater, which makes up the outermost membrane surrounding the brain, is thick and impermeable to fluid, so that the cerebrospinal fluid, which circulates underneath, does not leak out into our cranial cavity.